Hello everyone, Denise from Connectarium to have a chat with you about the week from June 15 until June 21st. So I'm testing a little bit, doing these weekly reflections also in English. Let me know how it feels to you. But the idea is that we can take an inspiration from the sky and see the aspects that are happening and how we can use them on our lives. So that's my intention with the video. We cannot control the outside world, we cannot control other people's, but we can control our reactions. So that's the idea of putting that into context. We are under a major aspect, major rare aspects in the sky. So it's like all of us, whether we like it or not, we entered a theme park, which is the theme park of huge transformation. So in the beginning of the year, more exact on 12th of January, we had the big encounter of Saturn and Pluto that reflects a lot what we have been through, because it really transforms the basic and all the structures, society, traditions, everything is put into a test, let's say. And throughout the year of 2020, we have another important encounter, which is Pluto and Jupiter. So those two are getting together for a meeting. And what they're saying is for us to expand, to go beyond, to know better, to just take all the frontiers away and expand our perspectives, which is Jupiter, we need to really see what we left behind. We really need to see what we didn't want to see, the underground of our lives, which is Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and it talks all about this underworld, our B side of our personality that we usually hide, where all the taboos are hidden. It's there all that we are ashamed of, or sexuality, all those difficult or psyche aspects that we left in the underground. So they are saying, and they're meeting throughout the year saying, okay, for you to expand, you really need to deep dive into your stuff and really let go what doesn't work anymore. So they have met in April, they are meeting end of June again, and they are meeting in November. So throughout the year, right? So we are already within this transformational theme park, let's say, right? So those aspects are helping us to deep dive. We are all there, and during the weeks, we are taking these reflections to just take some inspiration for other aspects to help us through. And in June, we are having the eclipse season. It happens every 6 months, and it comes in pairs of 2 eclipses with 15 days in between. But in 2020, we're having kind of an exception, and we're going to have 3 eclipses in a row. So we had June 5th, we are having June 21st, and July 5th. So eclipse season are new moons and full moons, which are much more intense. So we usually say, do not leave to the eclipse season to really resolve difficult situations. Let's try to resolve first. So we already have the first one in June 5th, and we are preparing for the next one in June 21st, which is the end this weekend, right? So, and we are right now in the waning phase of the moon, which is the perfect moon. It is the moon of the month to really empty ourselves. So in the new moon, we start new process. Crescent moons, we really work on the project so they can grow. The full moon is when we really perceive light, and things usually tend to appear to us. And on the waning moon, we are emptying ourselves to begin all over again. So every month we have a chance of a new start. So take this, my tip is take this waning moon phase to really acknowledge and see where it's most painful, so you can kind of work and empty yourself a little bit more before the eclipse, the solar eclipse, which is happening June 21st in the sign of Cancer. I'm planning to have other videos, especially on that, also in English, trying to duplicate the efforts here. So taking all that context, I would like to just talk about this week that Monday and Tuesday, we have an opportunity of adjustment, right? We have an aspect in the sky that is helping us to really see what did not happen. How can you check and separate what works from what doesn't work and then make the necessary changes. So Monday and Tuesday, we have this opportunity with more clarity, more conscious, to really see, separate stuff and make the changes. Here we need to be open and flexible to really take another direction if you're seeing it's not working the direction you're going. So Monday and Tuesday is that opportunity. On Thursday, the 18th, we have Mercury going retrograde. And it's actually joining the team because we have the 3 already on retrogradation. So Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, Pluto already retrograde, and now Mercury is joining them. When we say retrograde, it seems like the planet's going backwards. It's an illusion. They're not doing that, but it seems like it from the Earth. From a symbolic perspective, that's what matters to us. So it's a big revision. So every time a planet is retrograde, it's saying to us, you need to see that differently. And because this movement of seeming to be backwards, it talks about how we perceive time. So we kind of unconsciously mix up the past, the present, and the future. So that's why somehow when we have a planet retrograde, it seems a bit of a confusion, but also a big chance of revision, and see that again, revisit topics. So Mercury, which is our mind, our thoughts, is going retrograde from July 18th June 18th until July 12th. Made a big confusion, but it's okay, June. And Mercury is talking about the way we think, right? So it's an opportunity for us to revisit our thoughts. It's in Cancer. So it's talking about this revision in the domestic field, family, our roots. So all about Mercury is movement, is technology. So that's why, because of this confusion, we usually say in astrology to take care of things you sign, take care of all the technology, because it may not work as we are used to. So that's the window of Mercury retrograde. We also have Thursday and Friday, a very good aspect with Mars, which is our energy, our impulse to act and to do things and to win the battle, the resistance within us. So we have also this opportunity Thursday and Friday to really work in this deep dive that I was talking in the beginning, with the help of our action, our movements, our impulse to go forward, okay, on those 2 days. And then we are preparing for the new moon, which is happening the 21st in the sign of Cancer. We are starting the Cancer season, which is all about family, our emotional future, our deep feelings, how we nurture people, but most importantly, how we nurture ourselves. That's very important. And since new moons are always the new beginnings, we are starting this new moon on June 21st with an eclipse, which is even more intense, a 0 degree of Cancer. And the following new moon on July 20th is also going to be in Cancer, then 28 degrees of Cancer. So 2 new moons in a row, inviting us to really look at our emotions, really looking into our roots. What do we value in terms of emotion? How we nurture, how we are being empathic to our feelings, to our family, to the bonds we have within our lives. Anyway, so that's a little bit of the reflection to help you take to your life and think how you can adjust, how you can make these movements towards the big transformation we are all in. So let me know if it makes sense to you to have these videos weekly, and how it's happening in your life, and we keep in touch. Thank you.